How you doing, everybody? Stock Option Sniper here. I hope you all had an amazing trading day today. If you played Moderna, you guys can see Moderna went crazy. If you had that beautiful setup, it was chilling in our demand zone right here. And what happened overnight, it literally ripped up, took that bounce. They fueled it up with Catalyst. So let's see if we can have more of that down move. I do see I had the 141.88. If you were part of my community today, I called this play at 132.55 hold, even though it did it went a little low, but I got in very early at that 135. The moment I seen that, I knew it was gonna bounce. How did I know it was gonna bounce? Well, if you look at the imbalances, let me see if I have it here. The market imbalance, you'll understand that once you see candles that creates big move like this is exactly what I did, you guys. Right? I measured that candle. I had a fib. I took that fib, put that 50%, which is right here, and that 50% brought me back to my 50%. That 50% brought me back. Well, I don't know why it's a different line now. Maybe I did something wrong. But that's funny how now I have 131.80. But anyway, that's how I did it, right? I'm not gonna change that. I like the way I had it better, right? 132.55. I threw out to the play. Uh, yeah, we took that, and then we had that run up, that beautiful move from 132.55 from when I called it. Had that run up to 140, 147. I have 141.88, but overall it did not reach there. I took that play, and we took calls on it. Told the team, guys, get out. So today I'm gonna talk about stop forcing longs when it's going short and stop forcing short when it's going long. Excuse me, I'm about to. All right, what do I mean by that? Right. So you have your trend. You have your trend going on, right? Once you have that trend going on, you already know it broke structure. If you don't understand my structure video, just go right here, right? Structure, market structure in one video, in a single video, right? You know we broke structure, so we're headed to go down lower. Where's the structure in this scenario right here, right? Boom, we broke that. Once we broke that, you know we're taking it lower and lower. So now we have individuals saying that, oh, listen, we've been on a super downtrend since whatever, since for the past 2 weeks. Now we gotta go long, right? They get this cookie effect. The market bounce a little bit. Once the market bounce a little bit, they're happy, hold their play. Usually most retail traders, and there's some smart dumb money, right? That hold their play. And what happened? They become greedy, which is normal. I was greedy too. I get greedy too. And what happened? No stop loss, no nothing. They just want to make a quick play, and boom, market goes the opposite direction. They average down, they go up. Now they're happy again. Never get out because thinking now it's time to go long. What happened? It goes down even more, not knowing liquidating this areas right here, right? These areas. Let me get that drawing horizontal. These areas, right? So what you have to do once you find that, you find your structure, regardless which time frame you're in. I show you guys how to master any time frame, right? We find a structure, the high and the low, in the form of blue box. We get that SND zone, that last up move before the down move. We create that, right? We make it red. And what happened? We wait for price to come back up there, like what it did here, right there. Wait for price to come back up there, and we have that confirmation via Wyckoff, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're very new to this video because I've just been talking about it for the past previous months now, right? And right there, you go to the lower time frame, you use the rules of 30. Rules of 30 is just basically a confirmation. Excuse me, hang on, guys. So rules of 30 is just basically a time frame that you charted at the higher time frame, and you're going to a time frame that is congruent to make sure your play is amplified and properly formed in that lower time frame, right? So if you're in the 4 hour, you divide that by 30. You should be playing at, I believe, 8 minutes, right? Because there's 60 minutes in 1 hour, so you play in the 4, and whatever that is, it's 8 minutes. So in this scenario, we don't have 8 minutes on Weibo, so you play 10 minutes. And what do? You wait for that Wyckoff confirmation right here. You get your entry when it touched there, and boom, right? That weak hand to strong hand transfer, and you take it down lower and lower and lower, right? Awesome. So let's go to an example. Let's see what happens here, right? So we have a structure. I don't want the 10 minutes. I want the higher time frame. Good. We have here Alibaba, right? Shout out to Alibaba. We had a beautiful play here. I seen a structure. Look at this, you guys. I can delete everything. It's fine, right? This was a beautiful move on Baba. So I found a structure, right, which is this entire candle. We found the up move, right? We make that blue just like we did here. We find that SND zone via that rejection right there. It is a form of SND. Then we wait for price to come up there, right? Once price come up there, we confirm that in a lower time frame, which is the time frame that is congruent to the 2-hour play, which is here. Check this out, you guys. You're gonna love this. Okay, I hope you guys stayed this long, because if you did, you're about to get so much gems right here. Right? Let me get that rectangle. We wait for that confirmation. 2 hours. It should be divided by 30. It should be 4 minutes. We don't have 4 minutes, so we play at the 5. And let's go look for that. Right? Oops, what was this? Let's look for that Alibaba play. Right? Check this out. You guys are gonna love this. Hang on, let me find that real quick. Right about, I think I just saw it. When is that? When is that date? That is about 26, right? Oh, 5 minutes. Hang on, guys. Look. Let's look for it together here. It's at 8:26, right? Once we find it, you guys, it's worth the wait. Just hang on. 8:26. Okay. So let me load here. There it is. Come on. Oops. 8:26 right here. Should be right here. Hang on. 8:26. Guys, I'm sorry about the long scrolling, but it's not my intention to do this, but there it is. Beautiful. Worth the wait. Promise. Right. So you have that. You wait for price to touch that zone that we have. Once that price touched right here, which it did, the moment the market opened, you could have taken puts, right? Why? Because as you can see right here, we confirmed that via Wyckoff. We have that UT, right? The upthrust, and after that upthrust, we have this high that it made, which is breaking this entire structure, right? Broke this entire structure right here. So this entire structure was broken. After it broke, people try to long because now they think it's a critical resistance was broken. Oh, it's a hammer candle. So what does that mean? It is a price saying that it's going to go higher. But in reality, if you knew you were in a downtrend, you will understand that you're looking for a Wyckoff distribution every time it gets into your zone, which it did right here. And what happened? You could have taken that. This was the test. You could have put it right here like I did before. And you could have taken that price lower and lower and lower. Your price target will be here, right? Around this area, because that's the structure right here. Hang on, I don't want to go back to that 2 hour and look for that again. That was a pain in the ass, right? This right here, that was the structure high and the structure low. Let me show you guys an example of what I'm talking about. So when you find your structure, which is, it could be this, a structure, an impulse, right? That's what I'm talking about here. And you're gonna take the entry here. You're gonna take that entry up there. If you take that entry, your target is at the bottom of that impulse, right? That protective low. Because why? We understand that the price can either go lower or it can bounce back up and we go to break even. That's normal. That's normal, right? But we do have our target, we have our plan in place, and we have our stop loss at break even. So if the trade doesn't go our direction, we don't take a beating, right? So we get an entry here in the form of SND, wait for price to touch there. The price can go up here, we break even, cool. Or the price can go up, barely touch our stop loss, leave us into a trade, and go even lower, right? And that's how we get the high RR, and we just keep letting the play run, right? I hope that made sense. Exactly what we did here. So once that price touched, just like that, right? So did our price touch this red zone? Right? Of course it did. It hit our price, so you could have left runner, and what happened? Kept going down. It went up. You would have never got kicked out the play, right? If you were holding, but what happened? Keep breaking down and breaking down, right? Breaking down. You're still holding, right? Even though that went up, you went about your business, did what you had to do. You went up again. Let's see what happened. Went up, and you would have probably got stopped out the trade. That's normal. That is normal. That will happen. But if you still kept on holding and holding, maybe you could have got a re-entry, recharted everything, right? And what happened? You went down. Go to a higher time frame, right? Where's that at? Right here, right? You went down. That was a beautiful move, by the way. So you took it from here. You never got actually stopped out the trade. Sorry about that. It was at 105. I was looking at 198, I think, right? So you took that play. You got that confirm of break of structure, the transfer of weak hands to strong hands, and what happened? Broke structure. You're holding the play, holding the play. Keep on holding the play, and literally you're killing it. When you got that perfect entry, and what happened? 820, same thing, right? The eight. I was making sure we're in the same day. So you got the entry here. You let the play run, and look how far it went. You knew we had to liquidate these lows. Polyline. You knew we had to liquidate that first structure, then this structure. If you don't understand my video on liquidity, just go watch it. I make sure you guys are provided with all the information you need, right? Everything is there. So now this is where I talk about. This is where this video comes into play. If you knew you broke structure here, right? If you knew this was the structure right here, right? So you had that huge up move then down move, and this right here was a new impulse, created that new impulse, and then broke above that. Matter of fact, it was this. The moment it started trading above that, you know you were in freaking calls, right? Right here, that impulse right there, that impulse that it created from here to there, that protective high to that protective low. The moment this candle confirmed to go above, this was literally a spring. This right here, this hammer candle, whatever you want to call it, a doji, I think. Yeah, I think that's a doji, right? That's a doji candle. This right here, the moment it broke that structure, you knew that was your spring. If you don't understand the accumulation of Wyckoff, go watch my videos on Wyckoff accumulation. I have that too for you guys, right? The moment we created that spring, we had that ST breaking the structure, creating that SOS, and what happened? Reaccumulation to go up higher and higher, liquidating all these positions here, right? All these positions that they had here, liquidated everybody. And what happened? Boom. Once the composite man took all their position, they were in a downtrend. But yeah, we have individuals trying to force it. They keep on forcing and forcing their longs, right? Even though they know it's already broke structure. Like the moment you had this impulse broken, this so-called neckline, you know you were no longer in calls. You know you were going down lower. And what happened? We went down lower. From 125, you took a play there and just held until 94, you would have been good. But if you were still holding that play, you would have took it from 175. Right? And obviously I make it sound easy because I see everything here. But in reality, you do have an understanding of what's going on. If you understand liquidity means where most orders lies in the market, you know that you won't be scared of holding your plays. Right? You know a lot of orders are here. You knew there was a lot of orders there. Right? What happened? We liquidated everybody there. Now there's a lot of orders here. What happened? We're looking to take that out. Right? These are future price target that you can have. Right? But we had a lot of orders here. We grabbed it all. Once we go look at that, once it grabbed all this order, that UTAD, once you had that UTAD, that test, and what happened? Boom. Preliminary supply, and what happened? You went down, right? Look at that. It's right here. It's a perfect distribution right there. What happened? We broke structure, right? Now we have that selling climax. No. We had that selling climax. We have that AR. We have that spring, which is this candle. And after that, we have that test. And once we have that test, this is where they're like, okay, we're still going down. And boom, shot up. Right? Pay attention to your structure, you guys. You got to pay attention to these things. Let's say you missed that entire play. You'd be like, all right, I'm a little bit confused. If you knew this was the protective low, and you seen that and it broke that, yeah, it went back up. But overall, I had these targets. I didn't play them because I have so much of these setup. Like my setup are so high quality. There's so many of them. That's why I miss plays like this. But overall, if you guys seen the video and paid attention, ever since at the beginning, these price targets are here for a reason. They were already here. I seen them all. I put them just right above, so when I get the notification, I can look for those setup and I don't miss the play. Right? So that's literally what how you do it. And it's funny how I seen this break of structure, right? Just that spring, that protective spring liquidating the 73. So don't be surprised. Not financial advice. I have a disclaimer saying that you must do your own due diligence and trading is super risky. I have a 73.28, so we're looking for Baba to go to 73.28, right? You guys see that? It's all liquidity. So we have individuals trying to force it here, trying to force long, trying to force long. Why? Because overall it's a demand zone, right? Right here. Oh, we gotta go long now. We gotta go long, right? They make that blue. Oh, we gotta go long. Oh, what about here? We gotta go long, right? We gotta go long. Why? We've been beat up. We've been beat up for so long. The stock, it gotta go up. Oh, what about this right here? Right? What about here? We gotta go up here, right? Look at that cookie effect. Beautiful. And I'm not trying to make fun of anybody because I used to trade like this, but I am qualified to say this because I used to trade like this. Now that I understand price action even more. Look at this. I used to confuse myself, right? I would have literally done this if I was still trading and never understand how to trade smart money way, right? Look at this, you guys. I would have took this as a demand zone, and the moment my price hit that, I would have taken calls, and I would have wondered why my zone never held. I'd be like, we're just in a super downtrend. We're in a bear market. No, we know exactly. I know exactly now why it's not holding. Those are fucking targets for me. And I will tell you guys all the time, the composite man is the individual that create and moves the market. He thinks the opposite of the retail trader. Retail trader like us, right? So if we're thinking this is demand zone, he's thinking this is supply zone. And in the future, you're going to change this to supply zone. Why? Because you know it fell from here. This will become supply zone, this will become supply zone, and this will become supply zones. Right? Right here. Supply zone. And also here, if you guys know that too. Yes, it will become supply zones in the future, right? Yes, it will. But then once the composite man grabs all its liquidity, which is, I don't know how low this bob is gonna get. I don't know how low the bob is gonna get. I'm not charting it for us. Let's say even 57, there's a lot of order here. Baba can go to 56, grab all that orders, and what happened in the future, right? Let's say it's at 56. This will all become price targets. Oh, it's a supply zone. We got to go down here. What happened? You start to force it, not knowing that we grabbed all the liquidity and the structure has broken, but you're still saying, oh, we're still going to go down. We're still going to go down. It's my supply zone. Next thing you know, breaks above that zone, never hold. Just like what's happening here. Goes up. Oh, this got to be the supply zone now. Got to be here, right? What happened? Breaks that zone, right? Oh, this got to be it. Not knowing these are all price targets. Why? Because all liquidity is here. If you guys understand liquidity and where most of the orders lies in the market, that's when you will understand that these things become price target. Price will come back to those areas. If you guys ever heard the saying before that price love to come back to this area, history repeats itself, is because there's so many orders lying there. They have to grab it back. Because when the composite man made this down move, they had to open up so much position. So making this entire down move, they're down billions. They're down 10, 20, 30, 50 billions in their play. So what they have to do is get that plays back. And the last thing they're going to do is complain that they're losing money because they have so much damn money. They move the market, right? So they control everything. Yes, I'm down 10 billion, but I'm making trillions, and I know I can always get that play back. Whether it's maybe in the form of catalyst or Alibaba just started, I don't know, Alibaba created something new. They had an upgrade. Alibaba started connecting with some website, and now they might go crazy and anything just to move the market up and get those liquidity all back. To make sure the composite man gets all its position back and break even. right? So stop trying to force longs when it's supposed to be short, and stop forcing short when you're supposed to be going long. Guys, I hope that helped you. Just real quick, I want to show so much love to each and every one of you that I want to give a huge shout out and love to each and every one of you that are subscribed to my channel. You guys are literally sending me pictures and little video clips of your profits and how you found those play, which I truly, truly appreciate. Tag me on Instagram. My Instagram is in my description right there. Some of you do that now, but those of you that aren't, and if you are not yet subscribed, like I said, I have a lot of videos that are going to be scheduled during the month of December. Guys, we have content till December, is only October, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about here, in order for you to understand this video, you have to watch the previous video. I create my videos in ways where it's a compounding of education that if you missed out the last episode, you're not going to understand what happened in this episode, right? And then if you also purchase my merch, right? I appreciate you guys too. Just send me the receipt, and I got a huge surprise for you guys. Just send me the receipt, whether it's on Instagram or whether it's on Instagram is perfect. Just send me the receipt. I got a personal surprise for you guys. And there's about 32 of you that sent me the receipt. So I appreciate that. The first week of opening, the store literally went crazy. But I appreciate each and every one of you. And also, if you take a picture, you wearing the merch and you tag me on Instagram, I got something even more special for you guys. Right? Guys, that's all I have for you. Don't stop forcing your plays. Wait for your setup. I make it extremely simple for you guys to trade. I don't care if you've been trading for 8 years, or I don't care if you're trading for 1 month, right? I literally have people that are trading longer than me, and they're literally paying me so much money just to learn my setup, because the setup fucking works, right? If you don't believe me, I don't care. If you believe me, that's what's up, right? And those of you that are my student, I know you guys are like, damn, this guy, he doesn't even have to say all that, but it's okay. Guys, have a great evening. I'm gonna start to create more content for us and more ideas. So have a great day. Peace.